Okay, hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to play Ali Ekin's defense, knight f6 against e4. It's been a while since I've uploaded on my channel. We see d4. Okay, I mean, first game back, I'll play an O'Sullivan Gambit, might as well, against a nearly 2200. c5, immediately threatening queen a5 check, winning the bishop. Let's see what my opponent will do. You actually cannot take this c-pawn. And I mean, just what a gift. What a gift. First game back, just straight into a completely winning O'Sullivan Gambit line. It looks like, after black defends with the queen here, or rather even the c-pawn, that after queen takes bishop, there is queen takes knight, and everything's fine. However, bishop b7, held by the queen, dynamite move, hitting the queen here, and obviously g2, and now we can just trade the queens, take on g2, thanks for your rook. Okay, I mean, white's kind of instantly playing the best moves, to recover from this, but we'll just develop the knight here. And the point is that this bishop is now trapped, but it's going to be very hard to make the most of that, really. And it's going to take quite a few moves, and I can always do a desperado tactic, which basically means that, like, on the way out, I can sack my bishop for this pawn, rather than just letting it get taken. And, should have a reasonable game. I'm going to play bishop e7 here, because I'm just up material, so I might as well. I'm going to play g5, because I'm just enjoying myself at this point. I'm going to play h5, trying to trap the bishop. We can't even see h4, because I just take. I mean, yeah, already completely winning. What can I say? Okay, we see this h3 move. Now, if I play this, the bishop goes back. And that's fair enough. And we've claimed a load of space. And I feel like that's a good thing. If we go here, this is kind of interesting. Maybe we salvage the bishop. Here? Oh my god, I really like this actually. g4. Because if you take here and take here, my rook holds the bishop. If you take this way, my bishop can come back to d5. I don't think you can take this. And if you don't, then I might be able to play h4. And then g3. And then like g2. And this just becomes this immortal bind. I mean, I don't really know exactly how this has happened, but what a move, g4. Takes, and all of a sudden we're holding the bishop now. And it is no longer trapped. I mean, very, very sharp stuff. Now, pawn takes, and we can just actually move the bishop. We're not even going to have to do any work, really, to get it out. So I think I'm just going to play... Actually, wait, bishop d5, is there just c4? That is kind of cringe. Okay. That is a bit... I'm cringing. I am definitely cringing. I could play bishop h4. I mean, I could. There is simply nothing stopping me. Takes. Knight here, I can always take. Knight here, I can always go back here. I don't know. I actually really don't know what's going on. But if I remove this bishop, then I'm just thinking this pawn might hang. So, okay, you know what? We're going to go for this. We're going to try and remove this bishop, take this pawn, and retreat the bishop all the way back along the diagonal. However, I don't really know what I do if black just plays this now. Okay, we trade off this, certainly. Now, knight takes. The bishop is threatened twice. Okay, this was a huge L. I don't know why I've done this. I actually can't believe I've done this. Little Vine reference there. I mean, just know you're getting top-notch entertainment right now. I can take this and lose a bishop. Or, I go bishop d5. My opponent certainly plays c4. And I take this pawn. They then take, and I take this pawn. And I'm just up 2 pawns. I mean, yeah. Kind of looks nice. So, giving away the bishop in a sort of desperado way to take 2 pawns. I could even go check, but I don't want to allow d6. That looks unpleasant. So we just take here with a lovely outposted knight. Okay, we can also go in here though. And that's what I was about to explain. Like, the h-file is looking very open. Any check, I feel like I can just go king e7, and actually I'm fine. So I am just going to go here. Just give this check, pick up this pawn. Maybe. I mean, I actually don't see anything wrong with this at all. Just take the pawn. Check, I go up. Okay, you don't have any more checks. These are held. Okay, the rook's coming in. I mean, do I care? Probably not. There's surely, I mean, the king's just surely getting mated here, I feel. Like, the king is cut off. I play rook b8. You go here, trying to take on f7. So, okay, let's calculate. Rook b8. Rook h7. Check. Only legal move? I mean, it just doesn't get better than this. It does not get better than this. It's just a mating net in the middle of the board with an outposted knight. Go on. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I think I'm right. So I go check here. Rook here. No? Yeah? No? Just don't even take the free knight. Go here. Here. Oh, no, then you block with knight. But then I can take the free knight. Okay, not quite the mate I was hoping for. Although, actually, did I have a mate here? No, that just hangs. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. Not quite the mate I was hoping for. Wait, actually, check. Here. Check. Can I ladder the king from this position? Check. Only legal move. Check. Only legal move. Check. Pawn holds. Rook holds all of these. The knight can't block. Oh my god. Oh my days. It's a ladder, mate. Are you joking? Check. 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 The king can go here. Then I go check. The king goes here. There's no way. There's actually no way. There's no way. There's no way. I'm so good at chess. Are you? That was all by force. Okay, so here we are in the analysis. I'm pretty sure I just delivered a mate in 7 by force. I mean, you know, it's just a great day. It's a great day to be alive. Let's go through the game. E4, knight f6, and we see e5, knight d5, and d4. Then b5. The computer obviously doesn't like this. It says it's a mistake. It is also a book move. It's called the O'Sullivan Gambit. Obviously, I should play d6, try and attack this center. I think going to like the Larson Hackett variation, I believe it's called. But obviously, we give away this pawn, draw the bishop to b5, to play c5, giving away another pawn, but then, oh no, that pawn's not free, because queen a5 check, and if you block here, I can take your bishop, you can take my knight, but then I play bishop b7, and this whole line is so sharp. And after the queen goes back, we can just trade off the queens and take here. And the point is that I'm just going to take the rook, as I did in the game, pretty much an immaculate O'Sullivan Gambit. And then from this point, I mean, somehow salvaging that bishop. The eval, I mean, hates this. Interestingly enough, it wanted me to go for g5 straight away. And after, let's just turn on the engine for a sec. And if bishop takes, then we can go here. And we can, like, get the bishop out. Oh, that's really cool, actually. I'll keep that in mind for the future. But the way I played it, I went for g5 after a bit more sort of securing of g5. Bishop e7. The knight moves, and now g5, best move. My opponent obviously moved the bishop back, then I went h5, h3, and then best move, g4. What a nice find there. Basically saying, if you open this up at all, my bishop's getting out. You know, it seems kind of silly, it seems like you're throwing away a pawn, but you open the h-file, you open this, and we were able to get much more in sort of desperado compensation for that bishop than initially I thought. This was not good. I mean, I'm still completely winning. But after takes, the king goes here. Oh, I go back. Then the knight goes here, disconnects my rook from the bishop. And then this whole idea where I move the bishop back and we see this. Okay, that happens again. Okay, that makes sense. King g3, getting the king a bit more active. Probably shouldn't have gone for that, but my opponent just moves the knight. So I trade, bishop d5, they attack with the pawn. I should have gone for check straight away. Wow. Let's have a look at that line actually. Check. Okay, the king could go back and attack the rook, and then I could take a knight after giving another check. So if the king went up, then I just take here. And if you take this, then then I fork. Okay, I mean, that's a really cool line. Didn't see that, but saw something similar where after here, I took this, pawn takes, and then I take here. And I should have still gone for this check, actually. Because I just pick up a knight. Because there's no king here or king here. Because either way, to protect the knight, I can then jump in with my my own knight. Sorry, those are not knight moves. And obviously fork. What is wrong with my mouse? There we go. And obviously fork the rook. That would have been really nice. However, knight comes in here. Now I give the check. Come across and take the pawn. We see knight check. Just bring the king up. Rook goes over. And this is the point where I'm thinking, right, I mean, I think this is when I said during the game, I've got a mating net somewhere. You can sort of tell, because the king's cut off from ever going backwards by my rook that is infiltrating along this rank here. And also my knight is outposted and holds so many of those squares, all of which were used in the mating net, I believe. I can just bring my other rook across. And there we go, a mate in 7, and I found the full mate in 7. That's so nice. Okay, first move's kind of obvious. Go for the check. Only one legal move from white. Second move, check. And once I saw I had this, I just played it because I thought, surely I'm mating here. Also, there was a free knight, but I'm glad I didn't take the free knight. And I took a second because, you see this knight here? We used it, obviously, to come across with this rook, which obviously wouldn't have been possible had we not had the knight here, because the king could have taken the rook. Which is why I sort of thought I had this mating net, because actually this rook can sort of ladder on the dark squares held by the knight. I didn't think it was going to be as spectacularly forced as it was. Literally only one move here, one move here, one move here, one move here, laddering all the way across, and then using that final square that the knight holds with the rook, force the king across, and then checkmate. One move each time. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't really get much better than that. Taking the opponent's king from all the way across the board, using this knight here, that is one of the coolest checkmating sequences that I've delivered in a while. So yeah, let's just leave it on this last mating screen here. To all my old subscribers, thank you very, very much for your continued support on this video. Hopefully, I mean, I'm speaking sort of in the future here, this could flop and get 2 views. However, I'm going to hypothesize that it will hopefully hit the great heights of barely 3 figures that I was hitting before. Anyone that's new to this video, I'd really, really appreciate a subscribe if you could. That would mean a lot, because I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the summer. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, leave a like, all of that. I am back now, and over this summer I'll be uploading very regularly, so yeah, subscribe to catch that. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.